It's time for this week's Here's How. And this week, here's how to seem like a serial killer. Make a point of telling people about nice lay-bys you've frequented. Maybe explain how you like the ones without bins or overhead streetlights. The ones where you can truly feel like yourself. Say how it makes you feel like a man to spend an hour or so in a lay-by and ask the person if they get what you mean. When they just know that no one's around and no one's going to come and disturb them. Build a shed in your garden that doesn't require, any planning permission or anything like that, and then go in there every night after making clear to your neighbours that you live alone. Tell them that it's just nice to escape to the shed. Chop wood in there. Maybe build a brooder box with a nice red light and rear chickens in there whilst chopping wood, and then keep releasing your chickens into your garden so people start to notice a huge increase in chickens over a long period of time. Then start to give the chickens away secretly to people. All the while, you've been chopping logs in your shed and digging a really deep hole in the ground underneath your shed to hide all these smaller logs. People will be curious and obviously they're going to expect the worst. Where are all the logs going? How are all these chickens multiplying? They're all hens. And how are they producing so much dirt? The mystery is going to lead to intrigue, and that intrigue is going to lead to accusations. Start using websites that make fake people and start putting them up in areas on posters saying, "Have you seen this person?" Simultaneously use AI to make use of all these photos and combine them with photos of you. So it looks like you've been camping on boats, near fires, visiting sausage factories, maybe a few of them where you look like you've both been crying together, and then start posting them all over your Facebook page with captions saying, "Miss you already." Buy whole pigs from slaughterhouses and skin and butcher them in your garage. The smell's going to drive your neighbours wild with curiosity. Make sure then that you jet wash the inside of your garage down regularly with the hoofless and headless skins hanging on the walls. Just remember to dispose of all the bones according to local laws. You only want to appear a serial killer. You don't want to actually get the blame for any actual killings. Whenever you enter a garden to view a newly laid patio, ask, "What sort of soil was you working with? Was it hard to get through?" You can keep nitrate gloves in your car in excess of bungee cords and polythene sheets. It's suspicious, sure, but illegal? Probably not. Start to wear the same clothes all the time, a sort of uniform. Then buy a mannequin and dress that fiberglass body in the exact same clothes as you get seen wearing and keep it in your living room window looking out into the street. Then, at night time, sit it in the armchair with a light shining on it so people can always see him. Start rummaging through people's wheelie bins. Have a little notebook as well that you can just jot scribbles in and occasionally fist pump into the air when you root through their old shite. Then, draw more scribbles in a notepad. Make sure that people can see this notepad on your person all the time as well, hanging out of a coat pocket, in your left hand, clutched under your elbow, and occasionally drop it in front of people while it's open so people can see your illegible scribbles, and always apologise to them with phrases like, "I'm sorry you had to see that." Sit in your car on the street with the windows open, listening to TikToks or Instagram reels through the car speakers at almost full volume. Not whilst driving, just battery on, no ignition on, blasting out vlogs and podcast clips. To really add to it, perform some chores in your car like a bit of knife sharpening, meal prep, or simply just sit and read a magazine, just to really make it clear to anyone around that you're only listening to the videos and have no interest at all in the visual aspect of the medium. On the same date each month, visit a shop and buy the same items. 2 tarpaulins, 2 garden hoses and a couple of hammers. Then, a few days later, come back to the shop and return one of each of them. People are bound to notice eventually. And that's the end of this week's Here's How.